3-1, and Goldbridge is at section 2. It was 4-1. Did I say 3-1? So see, that's what happens if you've had 4 or 5 cards in your body. 4-1 to Manchester United, obviously. What was I going to say? The Eric Bailly sending off. I just want to say, be a realist or be a fantasist, and I will be a fantasist with the beers inside me, because the reality is, yeah, you know, technically it probably was a red card, but what do you want? Do you want jam on your toast or you want butter? And the reality is, Eric Bailly gives it. He gives it large, and that team hasn't given it large for so long. And I tell you what, I've played football at a half-decent level. That's irrelevant, but he was pumped. He was enjoying himself, and he went for it, and he gave a tackle, and so bloody what? So bloody what? I mean, I think at the end of the day, as I've said so many times, Phil Jones would survive a nuclear war. And what happens? Eric Bailly gets sent off, and Phil Jones is the first man who comes on the pitch. And then against Newcastle, he'll be back on again. He'll be back on again. And this is the plays well in an goals in 2 games of Mourinho, you fucking virus. Seriously, absolutely ridiculous what Manchester United have been messing about with. You know, you all know. You were saying this after Sevilla. It took me till the West Ham game to realise this. It took me till the West Ham game to realise this, that Jose Mourinho was the fucking virus at Manchester United. And I will bloody swear. I will swear, because it's a joke. We are now... Forget Arsenal. Forget Arsenal. Oh, what were they saying? What was Arsenal fans saying? What was AFTV saying 2 weeks ago? 15 games in a row, 4 games in a row, 13 games in a row. And then you lose a couple of games. Oh, the board. Oh, well, we've got an opportunity to be relevant again. Let's get ranting, fam. And it's a load of bollocks. You're a flip-flop. Get your fucking flip-flops out, you joke of a club. Manchester United fans, we never ever wanted to be moaning about Mourinho. We never ever wanted to be turning on our manager. But when it's pissing down, we don't need an umbrella. And the reality is, we had an absolute joke of a manager at the end, and it was a joke, and we pushed for it. We pushed for the change, and we got the change. And you know what? I'm bloody happy that we did. I don't know why. I didn't even need to stand up on that bit of thing there. We got the change, and now we've got the change. We're positive. And you know, I could say something really negative now. I could say, you know what? I watched that game against Bournemouth. I watched the game against Cardiff. I watched the game against Huddersfield, and I can still see where our problems are. We're a much better team attacking, but we won't win the league with that team. We won't win the league with that team, because we still need a CDM of real quality who's tenacious and fast. And Dembele and Diddy, get on it like a car bonnet. We still need a really good right back. They're low. Get him in instead of Ashley Young. But Luke Shaw, Lindelof, sorted. De Gea, sorted. Rashford, sorted. Pogba, sorted. Martial, sorted. The positions that probably, potentially still need improvement: Herrera, Young, Matic, Lingard. 4 positions that probably, if you want to win a title, got nothing against them, I think they're all playing really well, but they're the 4 positions. If you want to win a title, they've got to go. Pogba is on another level. Paul Pogba is like... It was like 3 weeks ago, when Mourinho was in charge. You may as well have put bloody... I don't know. I'm trying to think. Colton Palmer there. Now. Colton Palmer. Read him up. You may as well put him in the midfield. Absolute shit. Or maybe Jeff Thomas or someone like that. You've got to be old school to remember. But Pogba now in a free team is so... But everybody's better. Let's be honest. Everybody's better. But I tell you what, Lukaku came on and scored. I was really pleased about that. Really pleased about that. I did it. Mourinho shit, and I did it. And that's why Marcus and Jared did a fantastic job on the watch along, and that's why I was just sat watching the match getting pissed up for the first time in a long time. I really enjoy it. The last time I was here doing this was Arsenal last year, but that's where I am for New Year. Don't miss the United Stands year review tomorrow that goes up at midday. Probably be your favourite video of the year. It was absolutely a joy to do. But look, Happy Days is right. Happy Days is right. There was a comment there from somebody saying Happy Days. It was Kenneth Ratnam. Right, you know, there's so much to be positive about United. And look, I look at that top 4 race. Arsenal are irrelevant. We're 3 points behind Arsenal, and we've basically got the same goal difference. 3 points behind Arsenal, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's barely changed his pants since he's been United manager. 9 points. How many goals? 2 plus 4 is 4. Quick maths. So we scored, I forget, 5 against Cardiff. 3, 8. We've scored 12 goals in 3 games. We're averaging 4 goals a game. We're still conceding goals. I just want to say, Matic, you fucking idiot. That cross from Bournemouth, go and attack it. Don't turn your back on it. Who do you think you are? Go and bloody attack it. That's what he needs to go and do. But I'm nitpicking. The reality is, Manchester United are just a different team, and everybody looks better. Everybody looks better. But I'm fed up of bloody, what's his name, Luckhurst from Manchester Evening News, Custis from The Sun, and everybody else who just wants to be sympathetic to Mourinho. You know what? The reality is in life, if you're a racehorse and you get slow, you get put out into a field to just go and eat nuts and whatever horses eat. I don't know what horses eat. Somebody Google it. And just relax for the rest of your life. And that's where Mourinho's career is. Great manager, great racehorse, but he's ran his last race. He's finished. He's finished in the Premier League. Send him out to a field and get him eating some grass and some nuts, because the reality is he was finished. We never should have gone for him. And now we're looking at something else. And I don't even know if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be our next manager. I can't wait. And people say I can't wait for mid-January when we play Spurs. I can't wait for February. I can't wait for PSG home and away. I can't wait for City. I can't wait for Liverpool. I can't wait for February. That's the test. That's the test for this team, and I can't wait to see what happens with it. On Lukaku, Jake Pullman, let me just talk about Rom. Big Rom. I'm glad Romelu Lukaku scored. What a chance it was. He still managed to find himself offside and make a really simple finish look hard. But I'm glad he scored. You know why I'm glad he scored? Because we need a backup striker. He's a backup. He is a fucking backup striker. And I'm swearing again, I shouldn't be doing that. But Rashford is number 9 for Manchester United now. From our youth, from a kid. Manchester born and bred, that doesn't matter, because not a lot of Man United fans actually are. But as a Manchester United player, he's come through our youth. He's our number 9. Martial is our left-sided player. If Alexis Sanchez wants to get in the team, and I was disappointed Sanchez wasn't actually fit to play today. If he wants to get in our team, then he's got to work, maybe look at the Lingard position. Oh, centre-box, people go running. You're meant to be on a holiday, mate. Come on, get down the pub and have a pint. But no, I mean, Marcus Rashford's our number 9. That first goal was Messi-esque. The way he skipped past Aki, who's a good centre-back, the little bit of skill. Martial's cross for Rashford's goal. I mean, this is what I mean about Marcus Rashford. I want Marcus Rashford to play as Manchester United's number 9 for the next 10 years and break Rooney's record, because he's Manchester, he's youth, and that's what it's all about. I'd love to see that happening, and I think that definitely I would love to see him be our number 9 for Manchester United. But it was absolutely fantastic, and not for me, not Lukaku. Never in a million years. I think in the last 20 minutes he can realistically do something, but I think long term you're looking at, I don't know. I think with Lukaku, his touch is always going to be a big problem. Always going to be a big problem. I tell you what, I really wish that I'd stood that way before, because the lighting is much better. But Lukaku's first touch is always going to be a problem. Always going to be a problem. And Lukaku and Rashford has got it. He's got it. You're going to dab, William? Bit of dabbing from a nephew. Go on then. Dab away. Oh, he's dabbing away for Pogba. There you go. But no, I think, look, Rashford's our number 9. I could not be more happy. Paul Pogba is... I was going to start the video with Pogba haters, and I've sort of left it towards the middle for a reason, because fuck off Pogba haters. Even people that I'm really good friends with in relation to Paul's performance today was absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's 4 goals in 2 games, and in that game, so just totally and utterly nullifying what Jose Mourinho had said about him, that virus. I mean, we went to Anfield and Jose Mourinho put Paul Pogba on the bench. In the 3 games that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been manager of Manchester United, he's got 2 assists against Cardiff away. He's got 2 goals at home to Huddersfield, and he's got 2 goals today against Bournemouth. And just, look, what I want to say is, though, I will not be unrealistic. There are still issues with Manchester United. Of course there are. There are massive issues with Manchester United. 4-1, I don't think it flattered us. I don't think any result really flatters you. But there are still problems with that team. There are still trouble with that team. And I can't wait for us to play a decent team. But there is positivity around the club. There is a buzz around the club. And everybody's doing the right thing. And I'm very, very happy with it. But I watched Paul Pogba score goals today, and I don't know where you lot stand. I don't know where you stand on Paul Pogba. I'm going to do the player ratings in a moment. But Paul Pogba is a player that people dislike, United fans dislike, because of what he's like. Now, when the ball goes in the back of the net and he starts doing all the dabbing and that, I switch off. I'm not interested. I'll be honest with you, I switch off. I'm not bothered about his dance bay. I'm not bothered about his dabbing. I'm not bothered all that. To be honest with you, I think it's horseshit. I hate it. I don't like it. But I love Pogba the player. So I will put up with his silly little dances because I love Paul Pogba the player. I think some United fans hate the dancers so much that they diss footballers over the years I've been on this planet, and a lot of them are dickheads. But on the pitch, you think they are legends. Like, there are legends of Manchester United dickheads off the pitch, but do you dislike them because they're a dickhead off the pitch? No, of course you don't. You love them because of what they do on the pitch. And to me, I think there's a disliking people like Pogba because of what he does in relation to his dancing. If it's your thing, great. If it's not, so what? The reality is, it all comes down to what he does on the pitch. Player ratings. De Gea actually made a... You know, I feel so sorry for De Gea. He could not keep a clean sheet if you paid him. Could not keep a clean sheet if you paid him. It's so unfair because he made some really good saves again today. So I'll give De Gea a 7. Ashley Young was average, 6. Bailly, I thought, made some backing tackles. He stopped a goal. He stopped a certain goal. But then he got himself sent off. Because I've had a few drinks, I'm going to be biased and give him an 8. Lindelof, I would give a 7. I thought he was very, very good. Luke Shaw, I would give what would I give Luke Shaw? 7. I think Luke Shaw is turning into the left back that I always wanted him to be. So I'll give him a 7. Moving into the midfield, I'm going to give Matic a 6. I think what Matic is doing is what Solskjaer's told him to do, which is obviously be progressive and look forward and not make tackles, which is great. Sorry, not take too many touches, and the improvement in Matic is fantastic. But he turned his back on it and he should have gone for it. So I'd give Matic a 6. But he's much better than he was, and I don't think we'll be signing a CDM anytime soon, and I'm happy with Matic till the summer. But I think long term, if you want a Premier League title, you've got to go with that. Herrera was very good. I mean, Herrera's cross for the second Pogba goal, that's almost like his signature move. If he was a WWE wrestler, it would be the curved cross from the right hand side finishing move. He can do it with his eyes closed. It was superb, and Pogba got on. What? No, I'm not very easygoing. People will know Goldbridge doesn't give out 8, 9s and 10s without being on it like a car bonnet, which I've used before. Who else? So we've done the 2 midfielders. Paul Pogba, but just the overall leading that team without leading it. Just give him the fucking captaincy. Seriously, we're not giving him the captaincy because of the United fans who don't like his dabbing. It's a joke. Live in the fucking realness that everyone's responding to it. So give him the bloody captaincy that he deserves. So 10 out of 10 for me. 2 good goals. I loved the second goal. Honest, I'm going to give Lingard a generous 7. I think some people would give Lingard a 6, but I'm going to give him a generous 7 because his work rate is fantastic. But I do think Lingard's position is the position that's up for grabs for Sanchez. That's the position, because Lingard wanders very central off the right, and I think that's the position that Sanchez can have, because onto something I wanted to get a lot deep into this video. Well done. You're going to get the brilliance here. How good was it that Pereira came on with 20 minutes to go and Fellaini sat his arse a bench? Sit down, Fellaini, you useless shit. That's a bonus. But no, seriously, how good was it that Solskjaer brought on Pereira instead of Fellaini? That's progress. That's what we've been on about for fucking 6 years. Get Pereira on the pitch instead of Fellaini. All right, he's not starting games, but 20 minutes to go, Pereira comes on instead of Fellaini. Fucking have some of that. Have some of that. That's what it's all about. I'm trying not to swear. Go and get me a beer, you useless little shit. Anyway, what else? Martial, I'm going to give Martial a 7. I thought the cross for Rashford's goal was world class. I thought he had a very difficult, but this is what you do with Martial. You play him every week, because if you play Martial every week, he'll score goals, he'll create goals. I don't think it was a great performance today, but that cross for Rashford, the third goal, was the killer goal. I know Bournemouth scored straight after it, but it was 9 out of 10, because he is our number 9. I don't care how good Lukaku, because you ain't our number 9 anymore. We've got a number 9. His name's Marcus Rashford, and it's not you. If you want to come off the bench for 10 minutes, Romelu, and score a couple of tap-ins, great. But you ain't out anything. Early goals. Mourinho used to moan, if we'd got an early goal. Well, if Bob was my sister's brother, he'd be my uncle. Who gives a shit? This is what I mean. It's like Rashford made that first goal out of nothing, and Pogba knew it. He is our number 9. He has to be our number 9. That's what it's all about. that's what it's all about. So yeah, absolutely fantastic from Marcus Rashford. 9 out of 10, but I'll give it to Pogba. 10 out of 10. A few people going on about the connection, so I'm going to end it. And a few people are saying going home, but what I'm just going to shout out Marcus and Jared and everyone who was on the watch along. I'll be back for the Newcastle game on Wednesday. Make sure you watch the year review tomorrow, and Flex is at Old Trafford getting the fan cam, so watch them going up later. I'm going to go back on the beer. Thank you very much. And Arsenal, you're irrelevant. Chelsea, still 8 points behind Chelsea. But what I would say about United and top four is it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's where we are in May. I know we want to be top four by the end of January, but it's where we are in May that matters, and that's what we've got to do. Please do drop a like on the video. I always like to get 1,000 likes. I think you're all being very stingy, considering I've had 7 pints. And I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. I was being over generous with Lingard. I personally would have given him a 3. I thought he was poor today, but loads of people like his dancing. I know I'm live.